Okay, let's sand this. We're just taking a little bit off. Okay, this is gonna be loud. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this at all. I'm just getting that top layer off that's rough, okay? Okay. All right, now, got some paint or something in there. I'm gonna have to go back over that. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna just, now that I've got that top layer off and it's sanded, I'm gonna take a little bit of decor wax. So I look at this, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I want a little more of that yellow up in the top. A little more brightness up here. Okay. I'm just gonna brush this in and then blend it in with some water. There we go. The way that it looks on camera is this is much brighter on camera than what it is in person. So just know that when you're working on yours. But I wanted this top part, I'm gonna blend it a little more right here too. So you guys know, like sometimes I get it and then I look at it and I think, you know, we just need a little more here or there. I'm just taking like tiny little bits of this and spreading it. Tiny little bits of this lemonade. Just so it's not so, it was a little too one note. And I know some of you guys put those little lines and dots, but I'm not a line and dot. There we go. There we go. Okay. Get some water, a little more water just gonna blend it a little more and then we're gonna be done. There we go. Oh yeah. So, so, so cute. All right. Let that dry. I'm gonna get the decor wax now. And I'm gonna go around the edges. I'm gonna just take this and cut the end off. And I'm just gonna do my little whoa, it's a lot. The bow is going to be here too, so think about that when you're doing this. The bow is going to be, and then around the leaf, the base of the leaf, we're going to put I'm just rubbing it with a baby wipe. Okay. Okay, and then, let's see. We already have like some nice spots there, but this just gives us a little more contrast. And then we'll go back in. Oh, that's so cute. All right. So I'm gonna go back in with my sandpaper and make sure it's dry. It's a little damp still from that water. It's just when you sand wet paint, it just like makes a mess. Like, there we go. Okay. So cute. All right, let's see. So I know that this looks a little weird, but once you get this on here, it looks like it makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and hit these edges a little bit. Okay, good deal on that. Clean it up. We want clean sandpaper for this, okay? You don't want to go and rub yellow dust into your green leaf. So this is just really light. I'm going with the grain. Really light. Just taking that top layer off so it's smooth. I think I'm gonna go around the edges a little bit. Yeah. Let's see where I've got some like painted sides there. Actually, yeah, we're gonna fix that. So that looks really good. Our leaf is super cute. And now we're gonna take, this is a Liquitex paint marker in Burnt Umber. Just go right around these edges and clean them up. Okay, we'll do the same thing with the lemon. There we go. And voila, edges are looking clean. Like I said, if you ever want to sell these, you're gonna have to clean your edges because nobody wants to pay money for a sloppy project, okay? Okay, now we're gonna glue our leaf on. There's nothing, let's seal it first. We could glue this one and then seal it, but let's go ahead and seal it. It'll just make it easier in those crevices. Okay, I'm gonna start with my yellow. Remember, one direction with your sealer. And just don't drag it into a bunch of paint dust, okay? You could, okay, I wouldn't squirt the sealer on here because a couple reasons for not wanting to squirt it directly on is one, because I'm just making sure I got it everywhere. It can change the color of your paint a little bit if it pools too much or too long. See, that green paint's pulling right off, so that's why we want to go yellow then green. Okay. I'm gonna put another coat of sealer on this one. And I'm gonna let this dry. It's probably gonna be dry and we'll glue it together. It's so quick. I mean, it really dries so quick. And you can kind of look how the light reflects and see if you've missed any spots, okay? And to clean this up, we'll glue our pieces together. We're dry to the touch. So I just need to spray this. All right, so we want to get this on here. Yeah, just get it lined up. And if you need to go back with that paint marker and like touch up an edge or anywhere, you can, but that looks perfect. I'm gonna clamp it while we make our bow, okay? So I'm just gonna set it to the side. We're gonna make our bow. You've got various pieces. We've got some open weave, burlap. You have a couple of pieces of this cotton fabric that we ripped right here. We ripped it just for you. It's so cute. You've got lemon ribbon, you have some leaves, some raffia, and some jute, okay? So we're just gonna take our pieces crisscross them and lay them out. You're going to need to trim this, guys. Just warning you ahead of time. You're going to trim the bow. All right. Let's put some raffia in here. Put some pieces of jute in. Okay. Just don't stress out about it. It should just be fun. All right. And then I'm going to take these. You have a couple pieces of this leaf ribbon. One of the cotton strands got tied around there. Holy guacamole, Batman. Okay. Woo! That's dangerous. Okay. So we've got all of this in here. Make this little, it's just gonna be funky. Your bow is not gonna look the same as mine, and the objective is not that it's exactly the same, okay? It's just that we're gonna have fun with it. So then you're gonna take, once you get all the little tiny shreds of cotton from the ripped ribbon out, okay? You're just gonna take this, like you're kind of making a funky X or a star shape or something. Spread it out a lot. You guys see I'm not stressing about this, just have fun. Okay, now we're gonna flip it over. And you know that little half piece of pipe cleaner, thread that thing underneath here, okay? And give this a nice strong tie. Keep your greenery on the front. It moved. Let me scooch it over a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna move my greenery. I'm gonna move one of these under and then one on top. Okay. It's just a bunch of stuff. Okay. I'm gonna turn it over. That pipe cleaner, this pipe cleaner is how we're gonna attach it. So you want this in the bottom. All right. Just give it a good tie. If you want, just leave them there. And then we're gonna spread this out. Okay, the biggest mistake I see people make is that they don't get in and like trim up their ends, okay? I don't want this on the top. Get our lemon, see? And right now it just kind of looks frumpy because our ends aren't even. And even though it's supposed to be funky, go ahead and take those clips off. If you leave the clips on too long, guys, it'll mar your wood. We don't want that. But even though it's supposed to be funky, we don't want it to look haphazard, right? So pull your ends together on the back side and kind of trim it out. I ripped my ribbon there, so we're just going to trim it, okay? All right, so let's pull this and trim it. See, this one side is a little too long. Those look good. a little too long, so we're gonna come in and let's check. This one is really long. And you can either like leave these looped, trim this off, and then we're gonna hold on to this, your pipe cleaner in the back, and then we're just gonna like pull these pieces and flop them all over, because that's how you want this bow to be. It's not, it's really imperfect, and just fluff it up and around, and if that's looking, you know, and then when you get it on, it's just gonna be, so get it about how you think you want it to be, and then we'll tie our hanger on, and then we'll attach our bow. See how cute that is? But it's supposed to be a little, it's supposed to be a little wild and crazy. All right, so because I used my hanger in my bow, you have a long piece, that's the hanger, and I totally forgot about that. So here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this through here, and then we're gonna tie this just like we tie our bead garland. So we're gonna pull, go around, up and through, okay? Kind of make a slip knot. And trim that off. And then however long you want this to be, you can make it and do the same thing here. Again, I used my hanger in the bow and I was not supposed to. There we go. So, you know. Okay. So I'm gonna go around, up and through. If you didn't catch that, just go back and watch it again. Okay, so now we're gonna take our pipe cleaners. Didn't do a good job cleaning up my, and take these and we're gonna poke them through here. This is why I gave you the skinnier jute, because that is thick. Okay. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? All right, and then you can take one of the pipe cleaners and thread it under here. All right, and then twist this around, and that should hold your bow in. If you want, you can trim that off. That way you don't have to staple it or glue it. And then you can just come back and pull this bow however you want it. And there you go. I'm going to pull this through and get these to go in different places. But how cute is that? There's your plus. I mean, it is really just adorable, and it'll hang just like this. If you move the like hanger closer to this side, it'll hang more at an angle. Does that make sense? If you hang it like just like this, it'll go up and down. But if you, when you hang it up, if you put the hanger like here, it'll hang more at an angle. So there's our plus, our Deluxe Plus, and how freaking cute is that? All right, guys, have fun with this. I cannot wait to see these hanging up. You guys are gonna love this one for years. It is so cute. I can't believe we haven't done a lemon tray in here yet. Must have been the perfect time because this is adorable. I love y'all. I will see you in the group.